there is a class called SMS manager is a class. There is a class called what? SMS manager is a class. This SMS manager class is used to send text messages in Android. What is the class name? SMS manager is a class. This SMS manager class is used to send what? Text messages in Android. This SMS manager class is used to send what? Text messages in Android. So if you want to get the object for this SMS manager class, if you want to get the object, SMS manager is equals to SMS manager dot get default is a method. First we have to get the object for SMS manager. SMS manager is equals to SMS manager dot get default is a method to get the object for this SMS manager class. For sending an SMS, what is the class name? SMS manager is a class. SMS manager is a class. By using this SMS manager class, we can send text messages. We can send in Android. SMS manager class is used to send what? Text messages in Android. If you want to get the object for this SMS manager class, if you want to get the object, if you want to get the object for this if you want to send SMS, we require the object for this SMS manager class object we require. So this SMS manager class is used for what? Sending a text messages in Android. So SMS manager dot get default is a method to get the object for this SMS manager class. And SMS manager dot there is a method called SMS manager dot there is a method called send text message is a method. SMS manager dot send text message is a method. So this send text message method is used for sending an SMS. Total we had to specify 5 parameters we had to specify for this send text message method. Total we had to specify how many parameters? 5 parameters we had to specify for this method as input parameters. First thing is nothing but the receiver number. I mean, to whom you want to send an SMS, that receiver phone number you had to specify. SMS manager dot send text message. First parameter is what? The receiver number. I mean, to whom you want to send a message, that receiver number you had to specify in the first parameter. And second parameter is nothing but the sender number. I mean, your phone number you had to specify in the second parameter. First parameter is the receiver number. Second parameter is the sender number. And whatever the message you want to send, let's specify the message in the third parameter. Fourth parameter is nothing but sent intent. Fourth parameter is what? Sent intent. And fifth parameter is delivery intent. Sent intent and delivery intent. So these are the 5 parameters you have to specify. First parameter is the receiver phone number to whom you want to send an SMS. Second parameter is the sender number. I mean, your phone number you have to specify in the second parameter. Third parameter is the message. What is the message you want to send? Sent intent and delivery intent. Send intent and what is the next one? Delivery intent. Send intent and delivery intent. So total these are the 5 parameters you have to specify. These are the 5 parameters you have to specify in this method. I'll tell you. Just intent object. Okay. Name is nothing but send intent I specified, but intent is the object of intent class. Okay. So send intent and delivery intent. So these are the total 5 parameters you have to specify in this send a text message method. First parameter, to whom you want to send SMS, your phone number, what is the message you want to send. Fourth parameter is nothing but whether message is sent or not, and fifth parameter is nothing but message is delivered or not, message is sent or not, and message is delivered or not. These are the 5 parameters. And we had to add a permission. For sending an SMS, we had to add a permission. That is user's permission. So if you want to know whether the message is sent or not, we have to add a permission. That is user's permission. Android colon name is equals to Android dot permission dot send underscore SMS. So we had to add this permission, we had to add in manifest.xml. Android.permission.send underscore SMS. This permission we had to add in manifest.xml for sending an SMS. What is the permission name? User's permission Android colon name is equals to what? Android.permission.send underscore SMS. So this is the first thing, how to send a SMS. Next, call. Okay. So for
Sir,
making
can you please explain the 5 parameters again?
Android is providing a built-in activity for making calls. Android is providing built-in activity. Use implicit intents for making calls. Android is providing built-in activity. I'll repeat again. For making calls, Android is providing what? Android is providing built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call built-in activity. For making calls, Android is providing a built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call the built-in activity. I'll explain you when you're developing an example. Okay. So these 5 parameters, I'll explain you when you're developing an example. Okay. First thing is the receiver number. Just syntax I'm specifying here. Total 5 parameters you have to specify: receiver number and sender phone number. What is the message you want to send, and message is whether message is sent or not. For your confirmation, whether the message is sent or not, and message is delivered or not. Okay. So these are the 5 parameters. So we'll see more when you're developing a application. Okay. For making calls, Android is providing a built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call the built-in activity. So we had to create the object for intent class. We had to create an object. We had to create the object for intent class. We had to create an object. I.set_action. So here I want to make a call. I want to make intent.set_action. Intent.action underscore call for making a call. Intent I is equals to new intent I.set_action of intent.action underscore call is a built-in activity for making calls. So use this built-in activity action underscore call. To which number you want to make a call, we had to specify that one by using setData method. Intent object dot set data is a method. We already seen this one when you're discussing about the intents concept. But at that time we seen how to call the dial activity. How to call the dial activity. Okay. So intent.setData, the input parameter for this one is URI object is an input parameter for this method. Intent.setData, URI object is an input parameter for this method. So here there is a method called URI.parse is a method. URI.parse is a method. In this parse method, first you have to specify TEL, meaning we are calling a number, we are calling TL colon, specify the number here, meaning we are specifying what type of data we are passing. We are passing the number type of data we are passing. That's why you specify TEL colon. Then after that, specify the number to whom you want to make a call. Let's specify the number. Okay. Then after that, we specified action. We want to call the call screen. To which number you want to make a call, we specified in the set data method. Then after that, so use start activity. Start activity of intent object. Start activity of what? Intent object. Okay. So by using these 4 lines of logic, it will call the call screen. It will call. So we require a permission. We require first for making a call. For making a call, we had to add a permission we had to add in manifest.xml. So we had to add a permission we had to add. So permission is nothing but, so call underscore phone. So this user's permission, android colon name is equals to android dot permission dot call underscore phone. So we had to add this permission we had to add for making calls, call underscore phone. So we had to add this permission we had to add in manifest.xml for making a calls. Okay. So now here we'll create a simple application we'll create for demonstrating this call and SMS. We'll create a simple application we'll create for demonstrating this SMS and call. Okay. So here we'll create two text boxes. We'll create one is for the phone number, and second thing is a message. What is the message you want to send? Then after that we'll create two buttons. We'll create two buttons. One is send SMS and call. So here first thing, here enter the message here. Whatever the message you want to send in the text box, let's take the message from the user, and first in the first text box let's take the number from the user, enter number. The first text box will get the number will get from the user, and the second text box will get message will get from the user. Okay. Next we'll create two buttons. We created one is for sending an SMS. Create two buttons we'll create. One is send SMS and call. We'll create two buttons. We'll create one is what, send SMS, and second thing is what, call. So when user selects send SMS button, I want to send an SMS. I want to send to the specific number. Enter number. User is going to enter a number in the text box and take the message from the user. When user clicks send SMS button, I want to send an SMS to this specific number, whatever the number user is specified. And when user select the call button, I want to make a call to this specific number. I want to make a call. Okay. This is the requirement. We'll see how to do this one. Let's create Android Studio. Let's create a project. I want to create a new project. Let's start a new Android Studio project. Specify the project name. I'm specifying the project name as telephony test is a project name. I'm specifying the project name as TEL test is a project name. I'm specifying TEL test is a project name. I'm specifying telephony test is a project. Next. Okay, next. Take an empty activity and finish. So first we'll create the user interface. We'll create first. It's loading still. Okay. So first let's design the UI part first. We had to create two text view components. One is for the phone number and one more thing for message. And we had to create two buttons. We had to create. One is for sending an SMS, another thing for making a call. Okay. So in the activity XML file, let's design the UI first. We'll take the main UI group. We'll take as a linear layout. We don't require this tools attribute. Remaining all the attributes you can remove. And for linear layout, additionally, we'll specify one more attribute, that is orientation is vertical. I'm specifying. Okay. So now inside this linear layout, let's create one edit text component. Width is match parent. I'm specifying occupy the entire screen, and height I specified as wrap content. Width is match parent. I'm specifying occupy the entire screen, and height we are specifying as wrap content. And let's configure the hint attribute. In the hint, so we had to take the number we had to take from the user, enter number, and let's configure the ID for this edit text component. So we are configuring the ID as et1 is the ID we configured, and we had to create one more edit text component we had to create. So width is match parent and height I'm specifying as wrap content. Let's configure the hint attribute, hint, enter message is a int, and we configure the ID we'll configure for this. So et2 is ID we configured. Okay. So et1 is ID we configured, and et2 is ID we configured for the second edit text component. Enter number, and then after that we create enter message on text box we created. Okay. Next, below of that we had to create two buttons. We had to create below of these two edit text components. Let's create two buttons. Linear layout, width is match parent, height is wrap content, and so orientation is equals to horizontal I specified. Now inside this linear layout, horizontal orientation. Inside this linear layout, horizontal orientation. So I want to create two buttons. I want to create. Width is 0 dp and height I'm specifying as wrap content. Weight is equals to 0.5. And what is the text you want to display? Text I want to display send SMS is one thing. Send SMS, configure the click event, on click is equals to send SMS. On click is equals to what? Send SMS. And I want to create one more button. I want to create 0 dp wrap content, weight is equals to 0.5. And what is the text you want to display? Call. Let's configure the click event. On click is equals to what? Call. On click is equals to call. So we created two buttons we created, and even we configured the click event also we configured for these two buttons. See the design here to show you how to display on the screen. We created two edit text components we created, enter number and enter message, and we created two buttons we created. One is for sending an SMS, send SMS. One more thing is for what? Call. And even we configured the click event also we configured for these two buttons. We configured the click event also we configured. So now these two methods, this send SMS and call, these two methods we had to create in the activity class. We had to create these two methods. Send SMS and call, we had to create these two methods in the activity class. Okay. Let's get the two edit text components from your XML file. The regular logic, whatever you know. First get the two edit text components. Edit text is equals to edit text of find view by ID. Specify the ID of that particular component, r.id.et1. ht2. Okay, so we create two buttons we created, right? Let's configure the click event for the two buttons. One is for sending an SMS and call. Let's configure the click event. Public void, this is what the method name we specified, send SMS, and which is taking the view object as the input. Send SMS and call. Public void call, which is taking the view object as a input. So we created two buttons we created. Send SMS and call. We created two buttons we created, send SMS and call. Even we configured the click event also, we configured send SMS and call. Send SMS and call. Okay, so now here when user select the send SMS button, I want to send an SMS, I want to send. So first what we had to do is we had to get the object for SMS manager class object we had to get. This SMS manager class is available in two packages. One is in android.telephony package, it is available. This SMS manager class is available in one is in Android telephony package, it is available, and another one is it is available in android.telephony.gsm package, it is available. Android.telephony.sms manager is one thing, android.telephony.gsm.sms manager is another one. We required this android.telephony sms manager, we required because it is deprecated. This android.telephony.gsm is deprecated and that is only specific to GSM devices. This android.telephony.gsm is only specific to what? GSM devices. But if you take this android.telephony.sms manager, you can send SMS to the GSM devices and normal devices. For both you can send. I mean GSM and non-GSM device also. Non-GSM means like CDMA. Other device also we can send if you use this SMS manager. Leo about that SMS manager, I mean android.telephony.gsm.sms manager. This SMS manager is available in two packages. One is deprecated. This android.telephony.gsm is deprecated. That is only specific to what? GSM devices. But if you take this android.telephony, only android.telephony SMS manager, you can send SMS for not any device, meaning a GSM device and non-GSM device. For both you can send. Okay, let's take this android.telephony.sms manager. So here, get the object for this one. SMS manager is equals to SMS manager.get default is a method. SMS manager is equals to SMS manager.get default is a method to get the object for SMS manager class. To get the object for what? SMS manager class. And there is a method called send text to message is a method. SMS manager object dot there is a method called send text to message is a method. What is the method name? Send text to message is a method. Total we had to specify 5 parameters we had to specify for this send text message method. How many parameters? 5 parameters. First parameter is nothing but to whom you want to send an SMS. To whom you want to send an SMS, we had to specify that number, we had to specify. We'll get that number, we'll get from the edit text one component, we'll get the number. So et1 dot get text dot toString. So we specified the first parameter we specified. I mean, to whom you want to send an SMS, we'll get that number, we'll get from the edit text one component, we'll get. Okay, et1. To whom you want to send an SMS, we are getting that number, we are getting from the edit text one component, we are getting the number. We are getting that number, we are getting from edit text one component, comma. Second parameter is nothing but the receiver. I mean, first parameter is nothing but the receiver number. Sorry. First parameter is what? Receiver number. To whom you want to send a message, that receiver number we had to specify in the first parameter. Second parameter is nothing but sender number. I mean, your phone number. From which device or from which network you are sending an SMS, your phone number you had to specify. But here, programmatically, we don't have any API to get the phone number of the user because of security reasons. Because of security in Android, we don't have any API to get the phone number of the user what is the phone number the user is using. That's why this one-time password concept came into the picture. See, programmatically, if it is possible to get the phone number, why they are giving the one-time password just to confirm whether user is given a right phone number or not? Okay, so meaning up to now, we don't have any API to get the phone number of the user, which number the user is using in the phone. So this parameter we cannot get. So let's make it what? Null. The second parameter we cannot get the phone number of the user at this stage. Maybe in the future versions maybe it's possible, but now it's not possible to get the phone number of the user. So let's make it null, the second parameter. Third parameter is nothing but message. Whatever the message you want to send, let's specify that message. So we'll get that number, we'll get from the edText2 component, we'll get the number et2.getText. et2.getText.toString. We'll get that number, we'll get from the edText3 component, we'll get. The first thing we specified, to whom you want to send, and second parameter is your phone number. Programmatically, it's not possible to get the phone number of the user. And third parameter is nothing but the message. What is the message you want to send? That message will get from edText2 component, will get the message. And third parameter is nothing but message. Okay, fourth parameter is sending intent, whether message is sent or not. Fourth parameter is what? Whether message is sent or not, we have to specify that one in the fourth parameter. I'll repeat again. Whether message is sent or not, we have to specify in the fourth parameter. We have to specify whether message is sent or not. Okay, but this one also we cannot get that information whether message is sent or not, because that's not your application, right? Message is who will send the SMS. Whatever the network you are using, like Vodafone, Airtel, whatever the network you are using, that network provider will send an SMS. Your application will not send an SMS. What we are doing is we are initiating that network provider for sending an SMS. So we cannot get this information, we cannot get whether message is sent or not and message is delivered or not. In case of it's your own messaging service like WhatsApp, in case of it's your own messaging service, then we can identify whether message is sent or not and message is delivered or not. So programmatically it's not possible, meaning in this version, it's not possible to get programmatically whether message is sent or not and message is delivered or not to other person. Okay, the network provider knows that information. So you can specify these two parameters, you can specify as null, you can specify. So programmatically we cannot get these two parameters, whether message is sent or not and message is delivered or not. Okay, the network provider knows that information, the application cannot get that information. So that's why I'm specifying these two parameters as what? Null we specified. Okay, so here, and for sending an SMS, only two parameters we specified: to whom you want to send, what is the phone number, and what is the message you want to send. That message is specified in the third parameter is specified. Okay, next. So in the manifest.xml, open this Android manifest.xml. In Android manifest.xml file, we had to add a permission we had to add. In Android manifest.xml, we had to add a permission we had to add in manifest.xml, that is users permission Android colon name is equals to send underscore SMS. This permission we had to add in manifest.xml for sending an SMS. Android.permission.send underscore SMS. This permission we had to add in manifest.xml for sending an SMS. Okay. So Anita, you got the clarity on these five parameters? See, only first parameter and second parameter only we can get meaning in this current APIs. The second parameter and the fourth and fifth, these three parameters we cannot get. So let's make it null. The sender phone number, message is sent or not, and message is delivered or not. Okay. So next thing is call. Let's see how to make a call. If you want to make a call, it's a built-in activity. It's a built-in activity. With the help of that implicit intents, we'll call that built-in activity we'll call. So let's create the object for this intent class. Let's create the object for this intent class. Intent I is equals to new intent, and I dot set action is a method, I dot set action is a method. Intent dot action underscore call. Directly I want to make a call, I want to make directly. So let's specify intent dot action underscore call. Intent I is equals to new intent. I dot set action of intent dot action underscore call. I want to make a call directly to the specific number. Okay. To which number you want to make a call? Let's specify that one by using intent dot set data is a method. Intent dot set data is a method. Okay. In this set data method, let's specify to which number you want to make a call. Intent dot set data. So URI dot, there is a method called parse is a method. URI dot parse is a method. In the parse method, let's specify TEL colon. Meaning we are specifying here what type of data we are sending. So we are sending the telephony type of data we are sending. Intent dot set data. URI dot parse of, we are sending the telephony type of data we are sending. That's why you specify TEL colon. Then after that, specify to whom you want to make a call. Et1 dot get text dot to string. Et1 dot get text dot to string. And start activity of intent object. Start activity of what? Intent object. Okay, meaning we are specifying I want to call the call screen, I want to call to which number you want to make a call. We are specifying that one here. So clearly we had to specify it's TEL, meaning telephony type of data, TEL. Then after that specify colon. TEL, then after that specify what? Colon. Meaning we are specifying, we are sending a telephony type of data we are sending. We are sending what? A telephony type of data we are sending. Okay, so let's add one more permission we have to add here in the manifest.xml. For making calls, we have to add one more permission we have to add here. That is call underscore phone permission we have to add. So users permission Android colon name is equals to Android dot permission dot call underscore phone. This permission we have to add in manifest.xml. Android dot permission dot call underscore phone permission we have to add. Okay, let's run the application and see. Let's run the application, see whether it is working or not. Okay, so run the application. We're installing the app in Samsung device. It's loading still. Specify the number here to whom you want to send an SMS. Let's specify the number here. Tell me anyone of the phone number. Send me anyone of the phone number. I'll send a message from here, from our application. Send me your phone number in the chat box. I'll send a message from our application. I'll send. Okay, great. 746393. Okay, so I get a number I given here. I get a number I given. Okay, So I want to send a message. I'm sending here. For example, I'm sending a message. Hi, good evening is a message I'm sending. Okay. So I'm selecting this send SMS button. I'm selecting here. I'm selecting this send SMS button. I'm selecting here. So it will send an SMS. It will send to the specific number. So Archana, confirm me whether have you received the message or not. Have you received the message? Ashwin, tell me your phone number. Hear me? Okay, wait, wait. 989-058-3909. Just check the number once, Ashwin. It's 9890583 and 909. Okay. So given a number I given, and I'm selecting this the send SMS button. I'm selecting here. So once if you select this send SMS button, it will send an SMS to the specific number. Yeah, no issue. Just for testing purpose. Ashwin, confirm me once if you receive the message. 9890583-909. Archana 720-739-6164. Okay. Sending to this number I'm sending. Just check it once. Okay, Archana got a message. Even Ashwin, you also will get a message. Check it once your phone is having a signal and all. Okay, this is a code for sending an SMS, and this is a code for making a call. This is a code for sending an SMS to whom you want to send a SMS. Let's specify the number in the first parameter, null, and third parameter is a message. What is the message you want to send? Let's specify in the third parameter. Okay. So here, once if you select this call button, it will make a call to the specific number. Once if you select this call button, it will make a call to the specific number. It will make a call. I'm selecting this call button. I'm selecting. See here, once if you select this call button, it will make a call to the specific number. It will make a call. See, now I selected call. I selected. It is asking from which application you want to make a call. Okay, it's making a call to the specific number. It is making a call. I selected a call button. I selected here. We written the logic. See, once if you select this call button, see what is happening. It is navigating to the built-in call screen. It is navigating. It's already a built-in screen in Android. Just what we are doing is, from our application we are navigating to this built-in activity. We are navigating. This is the call activity. This is the second one. This is a call activity. Okay. Next, what is the next one? Sending an email. We seen how to send an SMS, how to make a call, and what is the third one? Third thing is what? Sending an email. It's not a through internet call. It's a built-in activity. It is already Android contains a built-in activity called call screen. What we are doing is we are calling that call screen. We are calling from our application. Next thing is what? Email. If dual SIM is there, it will ask you from which SIM you want to make a call. It will ask you the SIM number. It will ask you. See, even in our application also, when I select this call button, when I select, we create a project called telephony test is a project name. TEL test is a project name we created. Let me check once the project once. See, once if you select this call button, once if you select the call button, see it is asking complete this action. Do you want to make a call by using phone or you want to make a call by using Skype? If you are having dual SIMs, if you are having, then it will ask you, you want to make a call from SIM 1 or you want to make a call from SIM 2. Like same like how we got this dialog box, how we got the dialog, in the same way you will get that SIM options. You will get, you want to make a call using SIM 1 or SIM 2. Okay. So next we'll see how to send an email. So sending an email, even for sending an email also, for sending an email, Android is providing a built-in activity. For sending an email, Android is providing a built-in activity. A use implicit intents to call built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call built-in activity. For sending an email, Android is providing a built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call what? Built-in activity. Use implicit intents to call built-in activity. So we had to create the object for intent class. We had to create an object. We had to create the object for intent class. We had to create an object. Let's create the object for this intent class. Intent object dot set action is a method. Intent object dot set action is a method. Intent dot action underscore send for sending an email. Intent I is equals to new intent. Intent dot set action of intent dot action underscore send. This activity is used for sending an email. This activity is used for what? For sending an email. Next, to whom you want to send an email, we have to specify that one by using intent dot put extra is a method. Intent object dot put extra is a method. Intent dot put extra is a method. Intent dot extra underscore email, to whom you want to make it, to whom you want to send an email. We'll specify that one here in the intent dot extra underscore email. We had to create a string array. We had to create a string array. In this string array, we'll configure the number of mail IDs. We'll configure to whom you want to send an email. We'll configure that one in the put extra method. We'll configure intent dot put extra underscore email. The second parameter we specified a string array. We specified in the second parameter. We are configuring the list of mail IDs. We are configuring here. Next, intent dot put extra is a method. Intent dot put extra is a method. Intent dot extra underscore subject. So we can send an email to multiple people. We can send an email. We can send an email to multiple people. We can send an email. That's why the first parameter, it's a string array. In this string array, you can specify the number of mail IDs you can specify in the string array. And next thing is nothing but subject. What is the subject you want to send? Subject you cannot send, multiple subjects you cannot send, right? Only one subject only you can send. So let's specify the subject here. What is the subject you want to send? Let's specify the subject here. And intent object dot put extra is a method. Intent object dot extra underscore text. Intent object dot extra underscore text, and let's specify what is the text you want to send. Extra underscore text. Let's specify the text here. Let's specify what text will specify here. Whatever the message you want to send, let's specify the text here. Extra underscore subject and extra underscore text. So what is the message you want to send? Extra underscore text. Next, after that, we have to specify if you want to add any attachment. If you want to add, intent dot put extra is a method. Intent dot put extra is a method. Intent dot extra underscore stream. Extra underscore stream. So here we have to specify URI object, which file you want to add as an attachment. So we have to specify that URI object we have to specify, meaning that file location we have to specify. 1 second. Okay, so intent object dot put extra, intent dot extra underscore stream. If you want to add any attachments, if you want to add, we use this intent dot extra underscore stream will specify. Okay, and next, intent object dot set type is a method. Intent object dot set type is a method, and specify, and here we'll specify message slash RFC 822. Message slash RFC 822, meaning if you are sending a multimedia type of data over the internet, if you are sending multimedia type of data over the internet, we have to specify this type. We have to specify intent object dot set type message slash RFC 822, meaning which is used to enable the MIME type of data. So if you are sending the multimedia type of data, if you are sending over the internet, if you are sending multimedia type of data, if you are sending over the internet, so we have to specify this protocol. We have to specify message slash RFC 822, which is used to enable the MIME type of data. Okay, and start activity. Start activity intent dot create chooser is a method. Create chooser is a method. First parameter is the intent object. First parameter is what? Intent object. And second parameter specify the message here. So we'll see first time we are using a method call. First time we are using a method call intent dot create chooser method we are using first time. Let's see what is the difference between start activity dot intent and start activity of intent dot create chooser method. Okay, and intent object and second parameter is what? Message. So we'll see what is the difference of using the start activity of intent object and start activity of intent dot create chooser method. So finally we had to add a permission. We had to add finally in the manifest.xml, that is we are sending an email, so we require this internet permission. We require this internet permission we require for sending an email. Okay, now let's create a simple application for demonstrating this. For demonstrating this email, we'll create a simple application. We'll create. Okay, so my requirement is here I want to add one text box. I want to add One is for to address, to whom you want to send an email. Next, what is the subject? What is the subject you want to send, and what is a message? We'll create three text boxes. We'll create one is for the to address, to whom you want to send an SMS. And next thing is for subject. What is the subject you want to send? First one is a to address, to whom you want to send, and what is the subject you want to send, and what is a message. To address, subject, and message. And we'll create a button called attach button. We'll create here. We'll create a button called attach. Okay, so we create a button called what? Attach button will create. So when user select the attach button, my requirement is show the list of files. So out of the list of files, user can select any file user can select as an attachment. Show the list of files here. Show the list of files. User can select any file in the list of files. Show the list of files. In this list of files, user can select what? Any one file user can select in the list of files. Okay, whatever the file user is selected, that file will set as an attachment. Okay, next we'll create a button called send SMS button. We'll create, send mail. Here we'll create a button called what? Send mail button will create. Okay, when user select the send mail button, I want to send an email. I want to send to the specific mail account. This is the UI. When user select the send mail button, I want to send an email. I want to send to the specific mail account. I want to send an email with this subject and message. Okay, so let's create an application. Let's add this user interface in your application. So in the activity XML file, so we had to add that user interface. We had to add after this linear layout. Let's create an edit text component. Width is match parent. Height, I'm specifying a wrap content. What is the ID? ID I'm specifying. So ET3 is ID I'm configuring for this because ET1 and 2 you already configured. ET3. And what is a hint? Hint we are specifying to address, to whom you want to send. Like this, we have to create three edit text boxes. We have to create. One is a to address and subject ET4, and next thing is what? Message. It from ET5. Message. Okay. Next, after that, we had to create in a single row. We had to create two buttons. We had to create in a single row. Linear layout, match parent, wrap content. So orientation is horizontal. Inside this linear layout, we had to create two buttons. We had to create inside this linear layout. We had to create two buttons. We had to create button. So we'll make it width is equals to 0 dp and height as a wrap content. Let's apply the weight property. Weight is equals to 0.5 is a weight. And what is the text you want to display? Let's specify the text. I want to display the text as one is send mail is the text I want to display. Send mail. Let's configure the click event. On click is equals to send mail. On click is equals to what? Send mail. So we had to configure this send mail method. We had to configure in the activity class. We had to configure this send mail method. Let's create one more button. Width is equals to 0 dp and height is wrap content. Weight is equals to 0.5. And what is the text you want to display? Text is equals to attach is the text I want to display. Let's configure the click event. On click is equals to what? Attach. On click is equals to what? Attach. So we created three buttons we created. We created three text boxes we created, and we already configured Two buttons we already configured, and we configured the click event also we configured. This is a UI. To address, subject, message, and send mail and attach. Okay, so we configured the click event we configured for these two buttons. Send mail and attach is a button. So let's configure these two text boxes. So these two buttons. Before that, we created three text boxes, right? Additionally, we created three more text boxes we created. Let's get the three text boxes into your activity class. ET3, ET4, and ET5. Let's initialize these components. ET3, 4, and 5. Now here, let's create two buttons. One is the attach button. Another thing is send mail. Public void. One is attach, which is taking the view object as the input parameter for this attach button. And another thing is what? Send mail. Let's create another button called what? Send mail is another button. Okay. So now here, when user select the send mail button, first create the lock. So what is the syntax for calling that email? Intent.setAction of intent.action underscore email. Intent.action underscore send. Action underscore send for sending an email. Right? Next. Intent object dot put extra is a method. Intent object dot put extra is a method. Intent dot extra underscore email, to whom you want to send an email. So we had to specify that one here. It's a string array. So it's a string array. We had to create a string array. And so we'll get that mail address. We'll get from edit text 3 component. We'll get the mail address. et3.getText.toString. So we'll get the mail address. We'll get from the edit text 3 component. We'll get the mail address. We'll get the mail address from edit text 3 component. We'll get the mail address. Okay. Extra underscore email, subject, and message. Extra underscore email, extra underscore subject, and extra underscore text. Subject will get from edit text 4 component. Will get the subject. Subject will get from where? From the edit text 4 component. Will get the subject. Edit text 4 component will get the subject, and message will get from edit text 5 component. Will get the subject. Sorry. Message will get from edit text 5 component. Will get the message. Email address will get from edit text 3 component. Subject will get from edit text 4, and message will get from edit text 5 component. Will get the message. And we had to specify one more thing, that is intent object dot put extra is a method. Intent dot extra underscore stream. Which file you want to add as an attachment, we had to specify that file object. We had to specify which file you want to add as an attachment. We had to specify that file object. We had to specify. Okay. So I'll write the logic here. Before going to user select this send mail button, first user has to select the attach button. Before user selecting this send mail button, first user has to select what? User has to select the attach button. User has to select. So when user select the attach button, we had to provide the functionality to the user. When user select the attach button, we had to provide the functionality to the user to select a file from a list of files. When user select the attach button, show the list of files and provide an option to the user to select a file. Provide an option to the user to select a file. Whatever the file the user is selected, will set that file will set as attachment. Whatever the file user is selected, that file will set as an attachment will set. Okay. So we'll test the application now. So here intent dot put extra, intent dot extra underscore stream. Second parameter is the object of URI class. Second parameter is the object of what? URI class. So here specify, first we have to create the object for this intent class. We have to specify intent I is equals to new intent. If you want to get the list of files, if you want to get, there is a method called set action intent dot action underscore get content. Intent dot action underscore get content, meaning I want to get the list of files I want to get. Create the object for this intent class. Create the object for this intent class, and intent dot set action of intent dot action underscore get content. I want to get all the list of files I want to get. Intent dot set action of intent dot action underscore get content. I want to get the list of files I want to get. Okay, next. What type of files you want to get, you have to specify here. Intent dot set type of, I'm specifying here this star slash star, meaning I want to get all files I want to get and all the format files. We create an object for intent class, we create an object, intent dot set action of intent dot action underscore get content, meaning I want to get all the list of files I want to get. I want to get what? All the list of files I want to get. And what type of files you want to get, we specified that one here. Intent of set type of star slash star, meaning I want to get all the files and all the format files I want to get. Okay, and start activity for result. Start activity for result. So difference is nothing but, why we are using this start activity for result method is nothing but, in the coming classes I'll give more description about this start activity for result method. Here, if you use this start activity for result method, first I'm specifying the intent object. Second parameter, you can specify any number you can specify. I'm repeating again. In the coming classes, I'll give more description about this start activity for result method. At this moment, we required some list of files we required because we want to provide the attach functionality we want to provide to the user. For providing that attach functionality, show the list of files. For showing the list of files, we are creating an object for this intent class. Intent object dot set action of intent dot action underscore get content, meaning I want to get all the list of files I want to get. And we are specifying what type of files we want to get. We specified this star slash star, we specified, meaning I want to get all the files I want to get and all the format files I want to get. All the files and all the format files. And start activity for result. Intent object, and second parameter you can give any number you can specify in the second parameter. Second parameter you can specify any number you can specify in the second parameter. Start activity for result, intent object comma, second parameter you can give any number. Okay, once this file attachment is, once if user select any file, it is going to call on activity result method is going to be called. It's a separate method, we had to override that method, we had to override. Simple was, when user, here we are showing the list of files we are showing here. You can give any number, you can give like this 1 2 3 1 2 5, you can give any number, any positive number basically. Once if user select any file, it's going to call the on activity result method is going to call in the current activity class. Once if user select any file, it's going to call what? On activity result method, it will call in the current activity class. So here, let's create the object for this URI class. Globally, I'm creating a variable. I'm creating for URI. Globally, I'm creating a variable called what? URI variable I'm creating globally. Globally, I'm creating a variable for URI. Okay, let's get the URI object. In this on activity result method, URI is equals to the third parameter in this on activity result method. The third parameter in this on activity result method is nothing but the intent. I mean this intent object. Data object is there, right? So call this data dot. There is a method called get data is a method. See what is the return type of this get data method? Return type of this get data method is nothing but URI object is a return type. URI object is a return type of this get data method. Meaning it is going to give you which file the user is selected. When user select the attach button, we are calling the list of files we are showing to the user. When user select any particular file, it's going to call a method called what? OnActivityResult method. In this OnActivityResult method, the third parameter is nothing but intent object. By using this intent object.getData method, we can get the selected file we can get. The selected file path we are getting as a URI object we are getting. So now here in the intent.set put extra underscore stream, specify the URI object here, meaning user will already select which file user wants to attach as an email. And if you are sending multimedia type of data over the internet, we have to specify this type. You have to specify and set type of message slash RFC 822. This one to enable MIME type of data. So if you are sending multimedia type of data over the internet, message slash RFC 822. If you are sending multimedia type of data, if you are sending over the internet, so we have to enable this protocol. We have to enable. So this is for use for what? To enable MIME type of data. To enable MIME type of data. To enable MIME type of data, so we use this set type. We use ms message slash RFC 822 to enable MIME type of data. Okay. Yeah. Last thing is nothing but start activity intent.create chooser is a method. Specify the intent object, and second parameter is a message. You can give any message you can give. I'm giving the message as select any email client is a message I'm showing. First parameter is the intent object, and second parameter is any message you can give in the second parameter. We are showing the message as what? Select any email client is a message we are showing. Start activity intent.create chooser is a method. First parameter is the intent object, and second parameter is a message. What is the message we are showing? Select any email client is a message we are showing. Let's run the application, and we had to add a permission, right? Because we're sending the internet, we are using internet we are using. So we had to add this internet permission. We had to add in manifest.xml. We had to add this internet permission. We had to add in manifest.xml. Let's run the application and see whether the app is working or not. Run the application. We are installing the app in Samsung device. It's loading the app still. Okay. So app is installed. Specify the to address. Specify the to address to whom you want to send an email. Let's specify the mail account. For example, I want to send a mail to this mail account. I want to send an email. mahesh.healthcause@gmail.com I specified. And what is the subject? I'm specifying the subject as hi is a subject. And what is the message? I'm specifying the message as hello world is a message. I specified two address. We specified to whom you want to send an email. I specified the mail account mahesh.healthcause@gmail.com. To this mail account, I want to send an email. And what is the subject? Hi is the subject. And what is the message you want to send? Hello world is the message I want to send. If you want to add any attachments, if you want to add, select this attach button. So once if you select this attach button, here it is showing the list of files here. What type of file you want to add? You want to add image type of data, or you want to add a files, or you want to add what type of data you want to add, you have to specify here. For example, if you want to add image type of data, if you want to add, select this gallery, select gallery. And once if you select this gallery here, you will get the list of files you will get. You will get the list of files you will get. Which file you want to add as an attachment, you can select that file you can select. Which file you want to add as an attachment, you can select the file you can select. For example, I want to add this file as an attachment. Select that file. Automatically that file will add as attachment. You'll get that URI object you will get. And once if you select this send mail button, see here it's a built-in activity. That's why we used a method called intent.createChooser method. So start activity intent object dot create chooser is a method. We are specifying intent object we are specifying. Meaning for sending an email, we specified two addresses. We specified what is the subject and what is the message. But where you configured your credentials, send a mail from this mail account. So where you configured that one. See what will happen when you select this send mail button. It is asking select any email client. That's why we created start activity intent dot create chooser method. Meaning for completing this action, which action? Sending an email. For completing this action, sending an email, show me the list of applications. What are all the applications are available for sending an email? So these are the applications are available: Inbox, Gmail, Outlook, Skype. So these are the applications are available for sending an email. Basically, we'll send an email. We'll send by using this Inbox or Gmail. We'll send, right? I'm selecting this Gmail. I'm selecting. Select this Gmail. Select what? Gmail I specified. Gmail I selected. Automatically I got the from address. I got this is my from address mahesh.chaudhuri, and these are two address we are sending to this account. I'm sending mahesh t. What is the subject? Hi. And what is the message? Hello world. And what is attached? We are adding attachment. We are adding. So once if you select this send button, once if you select this send button, it will send an email. It will send to the specific number. Sending a message. It will send an email. It will send to the specific mail account. It will send the email. Okay. This is sending an email by using the built-in activity. So for adding the attachment, we use this method. We used the attach method. We are calling the list of files we are showing. When user select any particular file, it's going to call the on activity result method. We are getting the URI object. Which file the user is selected, that file URI we are getting, meaning that file path we are getting, and we are specifying that file path in the extra underscore string. And finally, for sending an email, to show the list of applications, what are all the applications are supporting for sending an email, we are using this method. We are using intent.createChooser, show the list of files which applications are available for sending an email. So by using this intent.createChooser method. Okay. So let me know if you have any queries. If you don't have any queries, and the tomorrow session we'll discuss. The next topic we'll discuss, that is asynchronous task. What is this asynchronous task? We'll discuss in the next session, and we'll start the Android media concepts. We'll start. So any queries in the today's example?